Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky and today we are going to be working on another load layout. This is for May's load from May 2019, day 22. Now I'm going to go ahead and start using the pink paisley. I think this is the part of the whimsical collection. That rainbow stripe paper right there, I have used this on a couple different projects. I think that might be my favorite paper throughout this entire collection. I am going to use that little bit of ribbon right there. It's a crocheted ribbon, and I got that at Heather's Crafty Life Retreat. Someone had put it on the give and take table, so I took it. I think it might be basic gray, but it totally matched these colors perfectly. On this layout, I will not be using a sketch. I'm just going to kind of wing it. I'm going to be using some photos of my niece Brandy when she graduated college. That just happened in May. So this is a pretty recent one. You have already seen an 8.5 by 11 layout from that event. And that's one I'm keeping. This is a 12 by 12, so this is one that I will be sending to her. I went ahead and used that red line tape to keep down my ribbon. I am also going to put some on the back just to kind of hold it over. I will washi tape over that as well, just, you know, a little bit of extra guarantee on keeping that ribbon down. Okay, now I can see where my software just kind of skipped a little bit, so if it did skip with the voiceover, I'm really sorry. I'm not really going to go back and fix it. So this is going to be the base of my layout. It is that small bit of rainbow stripes down at the bottom, and then the background is those very cute colorful hearts that have stitching around them. I am going to use this yellow stripe right here to go ahead and map my photos in. I recently just did a voiceover and I was saying that this yellow stripe paper was from Amy Tangerine, and I guess I must have been wrong. This is actually from Paige Evans. So oops, if you watched that video, sorry, it's not. It's from Paige Evans. So I'm also going to be, actually the yellow stripes are the back side of this right here. So I'm also going to be using some circles. When I had originally thought I was going to do this page, I was going to be putting circles around, and you know, you've seen those circle-y layouts. Well, that is not what ends up happening. Yes, I do end up using the circles, but in the end, you can't hardly even tell that I use the circles because I am going to pull out some frames. I believe the frames are from Pink Fresh Studio. I don't know which line. I did use some frames, and I used most of the embellishments that I use are going to be from that line. So you can see where I have those circles. I'm trying to get it to work on either side, and it's not really going to work. I'm going to push this photo over to the right hand side and just line those circle bits up down onto the left hand side of the photo. This right here, this is what happens when I do not use a sketch. It is even more helpful for me if I use a sketch that I created myself. I mean, even that's totally perfectly fine. If I don't use a sketch, I just go off on this wild rampage, and it takes me forever to complete the layout. I did keep all of this in here because, I mean, it is what happened. You can see that bag of flowers right there. So many cute flowers. Also got that on the give and take. Got that from the give and take table from Heather's Crafty Life Retreat. That give and take table was so full. I should have took a picture of it so that I could show you guys what it looked like. I mean, there was things in boxes underneath the table. There was so much stuff there. And a lot of it was cute. So I did get a few items off that table. So none of those flowers will actually make it onto this layout, but I really, really hope to use them in the future. I think that after I did this layout, I did use some of the white ones on a different layout. I really like those. I was really hoping to get those used on this one. They're not going to go, and probably flowers with hearts aren't really a thing to do anyways. Now this title right here, it says yes. It's YESSS. It's yes with extra S's. That is going to be my title. And where it's going to sit is going to be over the ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and flip that page. As you can see, it didn't work the other way. Even though I liked it that way, it didn't work because then the hearts would be on the side, and that did not make any sense. I am going to end up sitting that up on top of that ribbon. So I will be putting some foam tape underneath the bottom half of yes. And I think maybe even a little bit on the top half of yes, because it's going to sit on that crochet ribbon, which is pretty thick. So the foam tape was necessary to keep it on there, right, like this. So now that I've finally decided on my design, it's downhill from here. I still really wanted to use those circles, and as I said, you're not really going to see them in the end, but I will tuck those all along the left-hand side of my photos that I have sitting there. You can see on the left-hand side of my table, I did pull out several of those plastic hearts that were in that Amy Tangerine thicker pack. I don't know if you remember that pack, but it had all these words, and they weren't foam. They're kind of like plastic stickers. I did pull out several of the hearts over on the right hand side. I guess I end up using like 3 of those. But then above those, you can see where I pulled out all of those frames and little positive sayings or positive words. Those were from Pink Fresh Studio, and I don't really recall which collection. It could be Joyful Day, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So see, I'm just going to have this column of frames, and then I'm going to fill the frames up with positive phrases or positive words, because this was a big day, right? Brandy, she was in college, and sometimes it happens, she was pregnant, so she ended up taking a little bit of a break, and then after she had gotten married and stuff and moved to Texas, she went ahead and finished her degree. That doesn't happen too much. A lot of times, once a female quits school and starts a family, they don't go back. So, I mean, this was kind of a big deal. It was pretty cool that she actually went back and she did finish. And now she has a big girl job. I think she's doing marketing right now. So anyways, I'm going to fill all of those frames up with positive words. We have Big Day up at the top. I'm going to put a little label. It says captured. We have Celebrate Today. This Day Rocked. I did it. And then down there at the bottom, isn't that's like one of my favorite things, that circular frame, there's a stack of books, and the stack of books, the center book on that says love. It is so cute. I do also put a bow on that as well. I really like how this turned out, and my intention is to send it to Brandis, but I don't know. I might end up keeping it for myself because I really love it. I did not leave a whole lot of space on here for journaling. There is one of the tickets that says Big Day that is going to go on that top frame. That does have like a white strip in it that you can put some journaling. Here I'm just trying to create some interesting layers within the frames right here. So like I have that plastic heart, and I just stuck a yellow bow die cut on top of it. Here's where that Big Day, and then this is where I'm saying is pretty much the only place I left to put a date on, is what I'm going to put up there. Now the frames are dimensional, so the center parts of the items, the tickets or the embellishments I put over them, I do have to put a little foam tape behind it. That one right there is Celebrate Today, and I'll go ahead and layer up an arrow on it as well. So there's a lot of layers going into this embellishment piece up and down. It's very interesting to look at. I have those circles behind it, and the circles kind of go into the heart background paper. They kind of melt into it, but if you're looking at it and you start looking at all those different layers, it's really cool. That one down there at the bottom has a tab at the side of that frame, and then it says I did it, and then there's an arrow on it, and then there's a plastic heart on it. It's just very interesting to look at. I put a little celebratory pinwheel underneath This Day Rocked. I don't know if I've done that yet. There it is. It's going down right here. It's just really fun. It's fun to look at. I love it. So maybe Brandy may or may not get it. We'll see. I will end up topping this very, very fun page. It was fun for me anyways. It was fun to make, and it's fun to look at right now. I did this in May, so I'm really enjoying just looking at the page because I haven't seen it for a minute. Yeah, it was just really fun. I am going to top it off with the Heidi Swap Color Shine and Gold. After I do that, guys, I'm not going to do anything else to this page. I do love it. I don't think I would change anything on it. It's just so fun. It looks busy, and I don't care. It's just fun to look at. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.